Hello, welcome. So, in today's episode, we're just going to get our previous dashboard and we turn it into this one. So, we're just going to modify our medical app dashboard and we are going to add the Shadcn um, dashboard. And at the end of the video, this is going to look like this. Okay, so we're just going to add the settings page. Okay, we are going to add the orders page, the products page, and the dashboard page. Okay, just go and show the dashboard, and we are going to add the dark mode. Okay, so this is what you're going to do in this episode. And if you are happy and you want us to dive in, let's get started. Hello, welcome. So we are going to continue with our medical app. So I want to first apologize. I'd taken some time and we had not had an episode, but we are resuming the app, and most people are asking if we are continuing with the app. The app is still continuing. I cannot let this project because I really want it. Okay. So we're just going to continue and we're going to make some changes and some really nice changes, and I'm happy with it. So we have the app so far. This is how our app looks like. Okay, we have the footer, we have the things. Most of the things are really looking nice, though we're just going to make some changes. So we have also the dashboard done. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and what we're going to start with is actually the dashboard. So the dashboard, we are going to completely change it and put a new dashboard. Okay, now that I made a video about Shad, if you have not watched that video, let me just quickly go to YouTube. Okay, so quickly go to YouTube. If you go to my channel here, you will see that I have two latest videos, and there is a reason why I made these videos. Okay, we have one video on the reusable charts. I don't know if you have watched it. Please, it's good you watch that video. And then we also have this video about Shad. Okay, we have this video about Shad. Please go ahead and also watch this video about Shad, and we are going to use some of the concepts we did in this video to improve our existing project. Okay, we'll be adding more things, but today let's first start with the dashboard. So when you go to Shad, I'm very sure we already have Shad installed. If we check in our project, you can quickly see that you have Shad. If you check in your components and you have this UI, just know we already have Shad. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add a new dashboard, not this one. Okay, so when you go back to Shadcn and you go to blocks, so this is a new tab they brought, or a new thing. Just click on these blocks. So when you click on the blocks and you go down, they have different pages, and we are going to add all these pages to our project today. They have this orders page, for instance, on the dashboard. Then they have the products page. We are going to add also this. Then they have this is I think product detail. Okay, they have the that is the edit. Okay, if you want to edit the product, and then we have the actual dashboard here with some transactions, recent sales, blah blah. Then we have another one, which is this one. Okay, and if you just go down, they have also this on playground. They have settings. So you're just going to put these different pages for the dashboard. So the dashboard itself you are going to put is dashboard number. We are going to put dashboard number 2. This one. Okay, I find this one to be a standard one. You could just go ahead and add in these other ones, but we are going to add dashboard number 1, and then we shall give it different pages the way you see this one. This one will be the dashboard page, and we'll go ahead and add these other different pages as necessary. Okay, so just going to start with putting the dashboard number 2. Okay, this one. So it is very easy on adding it. So we already have, if you just go and check in our project, we're just going to modify a few things. So if you go to the back, here we have the dashboard and we have the page. You can see this one. Then we have the layout where we had this, the navbar and the sidebar. So just going, we'll modify these ones here. We'll modify this. So to start with, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this and just simply put just children. So I'm removing this existing navbar and sidebar. Let me just only put children. We shall modify the navbar and the sidebar accordingly, but right now, if I put only the children, if you go back to the app, everything is gone. I have dashboard. Okay. That's the first change. I'm not like deleting these navbar and sidebar. I'm just simply removing them from the layout. And this is why we are getting this. Okay. So another step now is bring the actual dashboard. So you just have this page here. We're just going to leave this, this dashboard. And the best place to place all this dashboard, I'm just going to show you is the layout. Okay. It is going to be in the layout. Is the best place to place this, but for now let's go ahead and create. So I'm just going to go in the components. We have dashboard, and I'm just going to say inside the dashboard I will create another new file called dashboard.tsx. Okay, let me just go here, get all this code. So click on the code and click on this copy and come and paste here. Okay, so this is the dashboard. So we have to go ahead and install some few things. We have a few red lines here, so it's just a matter of installing these components. So you can just go back to Shad. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate this tab here. Okay, go to the docs and scroll down to, for instance, the badge, and just go down here. We have this is the code, the command for installing it. So open a new tab. Let's install a few of these components. So I'm just going to go ahead, have here npx shad UI latest add badge. So we have different components. The first one here is the badge. Now, in your project, just make sure you add all the components that are required. If they are showing you more than these ones they are showing us here, just add them. So the first one is badge. The second one is card. So just put space and add card. And then scroll down. Then the third one is drop down menu. Put space, drop down menu. Then put space, input, put space, sheet, just like that. And that's it. So enter. and it will just go ahead and install all these different components for Shad. Okay, it will go ahead and install those ones. So meanwhile, as I've said, please go ahead and watch these videos. It will just going to help you catch up easily. Okay, and so that's nice. Okay, so let's just go and see so all they have been installed, and you can see that we have no any red line. And I'm just going to go here, and this we called it dashboard. Here export default, so just say here export default dashboard, and let's go and add this dashboard here. So when you just go back to the dashboard page, and if you just add this here to dashboard, okay, so if you add this here, you will see that it will just modify this page. Okay, I can just first go and remove this from the layout, remove this padding of 8, so you can see this fits in properly. So the only thing we have right now is to make sure that we divide this into the sidebar and the header and this main. Okay, we have to divide it into those parts. Okay, so first of all, we have to identify the sidebar and we add it in the layout. And also we have to divide this navbar and then we add it in the navbar. And by the way, this is already responsive. That's why I like this format. You can say this is already looking great and is responsive. Okay, so let's just go ahead now and um, uh, add this. First divide this into sections so that we have the sidebar and the navbar, because we can't have everything just like this. Because if you go to any other page right now, let's say we create a new page in the dashboard. Let's say we create, for instance, under dashboard, let's go ahead and create, for instance, doctors. Okay, and inside this, let's create page dot tsx, and let's say rfc, and you see here h2, you have h2, and you see doctors. Okay, so now if I just go to this page, dashboard, for instance, doctors, just like this, you will see that I have no layout, I have no header, have no layout maintained. So that's why we have to turn this into the sidebar and the header, so that we add this in the layout and they work on all the entire dashboard. Okay, so just go and start dividing this. I'm just going to drop this down carefully and start looking carefully onto this. So if you just look, we have a grid of min height screen, w this with the grid calls this one. So if you just look at it, MD has this grid, and then we have also this grid here. Okay, if you just check inside, you can divide this, and so you have two parts as you can see them. You have this is grid, meaning that I think it is dividing here this, Here it has a grid template column of two. It has two columns, one of 280, which I think the sidebar, and then one FR, which I remain the other side. Okay, meaning this first part here must be the sidebar. So if you check this, we have this Acme Inc. So Acme Inc. is this logo, and then we have the bear, which is this bear with toggle notification. Then when you go off that, you see we have dashboard orders, this. So meaning this part here we have, this one looks like this is the sidebar. Okay. So I'm just going, you can just like right now cut this. Okay. Add the sidebar. Okay. So I'm just going to go and add the sidebar here, just like this. And then in this sidebar, let me just go ahead and modify this and add this. Okay. Now we have to bring in some things, for instance, like this from Roasted React, the icon from Roasted React, and shopping cart, badge, okay, package, users. So all these are icons. We could just copy them from the other dashboard. I don't know why I'm doing one by one. So then we have this card. That's one I just copy from the dashboard here. Where is the dashboard? It has these things from here. So we can just copy the card, for instance, this, and let's add it in the sidebar. Just after these icons, let's add this. Okay, so all the errors are gone. And now we go back to the dashboard. Okay, where are we? We are on the dashboard. So you can see on this first part, we have the sidebar, and now that means this remaining part, you see nothing has changed. We can refresh. Okay, except this S. I don't know how that S goes there, but I don't know. We shall remove it. So we have now this remaining part is divided into this header you're seeing here plus this one. Okay. So now if I just go ahead and put this in Flex, and by the way, you're also learning how, for instance, this, I do not know how to do this. This part here was also not easy, but you can see here what the trick here. LG calls 280 underscore 1FR. Man, that I did not know this. Okay, I did not know this exists. And from this now I can set, I can do my dashboards using this technique here. MD calls, you can say 280 and underscore 1FR, and this will create two grids, one with 280 and one taking the whole entire space. Okay, so now um I have this, which is divided into the header. So I have the header here and also have the main. Okay, so clearly this is the header. So I'm just going to go ahead and put here this as the navbar. So inside here, get this as the navbar, navbar, just like this. And let's go ahead and modify the navbar. So here, I'm just going to change the navbar, put this header, and let's go ahead and bring all these things from the dashboard. I could just go ahead and copy all these related things here instead of putting one by one. So I'm just going to go here, add all these. I will remove the ones you have not used. So we have few things like these icons. You could just go and remove these upper ones. Okay. So we have no any red lines. Let me just go back to the dashboard. Okay. So we have simplified it, and you see now we have main. Okay. So in the main is where we have this. Okay. So now we could just go ahead, and this is the main. So what I'm just going to do right now, I'm just going to copy exactly right now the way it is. Okay. I'm just going to copy the way it is and take it to the layout, because what we have right now should be the layout. Dude, did I change the badge? I must have changed the badge. Look at how it looks, man. Let me just go and first see in the side. I'm just going to go to the sidebar and see my badge. It doesn't look right. Okay. So just going to check why I have 6. So this badge, it should have come from, let me just go to the dashboard. We have a badge somewhere. Let's just see badge. Okay, so we have this badge here. Let me just get this badge. Control C, go back to the sidebar, and let me just add this up here. And let me go and, oh, so this one is, let's remove this from Lucid. Okay, so that one should rectify this. Yeah, so we are good now. We are good. So now I was saying, let me just go and move this to the layout. So if you just go check what is remaining in the dashboard, we could just go and remove all unused things like all these, remove badge, remove link, but link we can just leave it, remove card, remove drop down, remove sheet. Okay, now we have this. So we have this as the main. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take this to the layout. So in the dashboard, I will just only leave this part of main. But right now, let me just move everything. Copy this, go to the layout, and this remove whatever is here and replace it with this one. Okay. So we already have, where were we getting this? It is called navbar. Let's first check in the dashboard. We have the navbar, export default, what? export default nav. It should be like nav bar up to here. Export the default nav bar. So when I just come back here in the layout, it should be nav bar. Okay, good. And we have the sidebar. Now, the only thing I'm just going to do is copy this main. So where there is main, this is where all the pages are going to be. So this is the part where we put children. So I'm just going to say children, as simple as that. And let's go back to the dashboard. Where is the dashboard? It is here, dashboard. And let's remove all these and remain only with main. Okay, just like this. Now let's go and test this. And you can see we have it working. To show you that this is working, I can just go on main here, remove all these. Okay, for instance, remove all these, and I say h2 dashboard. Okay, and this will only change here. Okay, this will only change here. This is great. This is great. We have made it, and now we actually can also just remove this so that we see exactly. Okay, so you see here, I can just go to the main and add a little padding on this. So go to this layout, and where we have put children, I'm just going to go ahead and say maybe padding of 8. I think padding of 8 is too much, I guess. Yeah, I think it's too much. Yes, keep it to 4. Okay, great. So now we have a dashboard. If we go to the other page, I was telling you, if you go to the doctors page, you will see that now we have doctors and it is in the layout. Okay, so that is great. So let's just go ahead and add some other pages. Okay, so now if you go back here, we have added successfully the dashboard, and we have also added it in the layout and in the header. So now I want to add different pages. Okay, so the first page I want to put is this dashboard page. From dashboard 1, I didn't like the layout, but I want these ones. Okay, the analytics, I want them, plus all these transaction tables, plus also these other ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and look for this. So go to dashboard 1 into code. Okay, and I'm just going to go to dashboard. Here you can see under dashboard page, we have this dashboard component. Okay, so that's the one we are going to be modifying. Inside this is where we have this. Okay, so you just go to the dashboard, click on the code. The most important thing is looking for the, in fact, what we could do is that copy everything, and let's go to the dashboard, Control A, replace everything. So the only thing we just want to know is the red lines. So the first thing we need to install is the avatar. And I think then the table. So we just only have 2 red lines, I guess. Avatar and the table. Okay, so let me just bring up this and bring back this. Let me remove all these ones. Just going to see avatar and then the table. As simple as that. We're installing those 2. avatar, and then the table. Okay, and I'm just going to finally also drop back this here. It will just go ahead and install. Meanwhile, let's be seeing what we want from this. So if you see this, we have the header, which we actually don't want, and then we have this to be this. What we want is actually the main. So I'm just going to remove everything and leave only main. Okay, so I'm just going to go replace this with main, just like that. Okay, and do we have any issues? Is go back to the dashboard and give it export default. The export default function. Okay, now let's remove unused things. For instance, we don't need the drop down menu, we don't need input and sheet. We need the table and some of these icons also we don't need. Just remove all unused things. Okay, so we look like everything should be okay now. Let's go back to the dashboard and come on, just go to the dashboard. We should be having a nice looking dashboard right now. So you can see we have nice looking dashboard, though we have things like this one going beyond. Okay, so let's see if you check the what was the container, and we had something on this container. I can just go and still see here. If you scroll down, so we the container had flex mean screen width and flex call. Flex mean height. I think we can also just use this. Just copy this and let's go and add it in our layout in the back onto this. Let's see if this will help. Just come on. Added that on our, seems not doing any change with the recent sales. You don't know why it is having this overflow. And I think just because it was not considering, if you see the preview, that it is actually completing the whole entire place. Now let's go ahead and look at this. What did they use? So below the cards, I'm just going to go in the dashboard. So in this dashboard, if you see in the main, we have this, and then we have these recent transactions. Okay, so we have two things here: flex core, flex one, blah blah. Then we have this. Okay, and you can see grid, gap 8, grid cores 2, on large screen is grid cores 3. So I guess we are right now on grid cores 2. Here we are on the grid cores 2. Let's just go ahead and see this transaction plus. So inside here we have the first card, and then we have this other card, recent sales. Which cards am I seeing? Total revenue, and then I expect to see the one for transactions. Yes. So you see the transactions on XA is correspond to, okay, that is okay. That means that is taking this, then let's see this. Okay, so this other one, recent sales, was not given. So we could just also look into it. So if you look at this, these two cards according to this, we can decide to give them a space. So you see the exactly take 50-50%. Okay, so that means I can just come here. I'm just going to say, since they give here correspond grid, you could even just remove this. I don't know if this is necessary, really. We could also just go ahead and give max width. Then this, okay, I'm just going to modify. So these are normal circumstances on small screen. They should have core span full. Okay, and then on LG, I think we could just select LG or MG. Okay, just say LG. They should have core span. And we could just like really remove this. Okay, we could just like, since they have 50-50, we could just remove this, since even this one has none. We just simply control it from here. So LG equal to, and we could just say grid cores 1. Okay, so on the big screen there are 2. Let's see this. Okay, fixed. So you can see they now have equal sizes, as simple as that. So the next thing now we need to do is, let's first check the responsiveness, guys, before we move so far. Okay, so you can see on small screens, we have the cards, we have the transactions, and we have the recent. Okay, so the responsiveness is great. Let's go ahead and add more pages. So this is the dashboard page, which is really great. And so I want to add more pages. First in the settings page and blah blah. So just go down, I think it's up. So we have this settings page. I'm just going to go to the settings page and also add it. This one might not have a lot of things, but it gives us like a starting point. I think they have a better settings page. Let me just go and from app. Okay, so let's just see. For instance, they have this orders page. Okay, I'm just also going to go ahead and put this page in our stuff. Okay, I will have the orders page. Okay, just in case we need something like this. We have products page. Definitely we want this. Okay, and then this one we might just not need this. We don't need that. And then we have this dashboard we have already added, and I think that's it. We have also this settings page. Okay, so just go ahead and I will add this settings page. Now they have the tabs on the side. I would want to put these onto like the tabs on top here, but never mind, I will just put them like this. I will put them here. Okay, so just go ahead and just go and add the settings page. So I'm just going to go here, create a new page. So inside the dashboard, create the settings page, a new folder. We have settings, and let's go ahead and say page.tsx, and let's go ahead and copy everything here. just go ahead and copy everything here. Copy, and you see you can use this dashboard for multiple purposes. Okay, you can reuse it. As I'm putting all these pages, and we can just get it and put aside and be reusing it in other projects. So just copy everything, put it here. So just go here, add whatever is not there. So there is checkbox. I want to go ahead and add checkbox. Just add check box. I think just like that. Let's just confirm. Yeah, I think it's only checkbox. Yeah. So just add this checkbox. So just go ahead and remove unnecessary things we don't want. So you can just see we have all these other pages we don't need, like the header. We don't need the header. So go ahead and remove this. Remain only with the main. Just like this. I'm just going to remain with only the main. Okay. If I just go ahead and visit the settings page, so just go ahead and add the settings page, settings. Okay, what is the spelling there right now? Dashboard settings. How? Oh, yeah, it has to be like dashboard then settings. Okay. Okay, so export a default. So this go to settings page, export default settings. Okay, just like this. Let's just go one more time. Okay, great. So we could just go and do that, but so we have settings. We can first remove unused things like sheet. I don't know if I'm just speaking that, if I'm speaking that thing weird. It has a weird name. Just go ahead and remove all unused stuff here. Okay. So just have also the settings page. Well done. Now we could just leave this like this. These ones on the side, I don't feel them right having them like this, and I have these ones here. So I want to put these here down as the tab. So you could just go ahead one more step and add the tabs. Now if you wanted, you could just be lazy and get anything which has already made the tabs. I don't think, is there anything with tabs? There is nothing with tabs for now. Let's just go ahead and add our own tabs. So just click here, scroll down to tabs here like this. Okay. So just go and click on installation. It's just a matter of adding the tabs. So just going to go here and just bring back this, and let's go ahead and add tabs. Just as simple as that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the tabs. So if you just go on the usage, simply copy this. You can first import, copy the import on top. Just copy this and go back and let's copy this. And we're just going to put this down. So in the main, where we have all these links in the nav here, this is exactly the place we need to put those ones. So I'm just going to come here and I say Let me see how they bring them. Tabs. You could just go ahead and put them like in a div. Later on, we can give it some things and put them here. Okay. And to make things nice, I'm just going to go ahead and add some things. So to leave this as a stuff, I'm just going to change this to page. Okay, I'm just going to leave this as page, and I will create a settings. Okay, we'll create inside this the dashboard. Okay, I will just go ahead and create the settings. So just go ahead and say settings. So new file, I'm just going to say settings dot tsx rfc, just like that. Now on the return, what do we return? Just go back to the page. So either you could copy the whole entire thing, and why we are saying that is that most of the pages, make sure that your page is a as a good practice, make sure all your pages are server components. Then you can make the other ones anything else, whatever client component, because I want to add tabs and I want to add clicking on the tabs. That's why I just need to do that. And by the way, wait a second. Don't the tabs come when they work in server component? It seems so. But I'm just going to still add this component. Reason being is that we might just need to fetch that or anything, and this gives us a complete control. So just paste everything here and just simply change this to settings. Okay, and just go back to the settings page. Just simply remove everything and just add dot. Just add here these settings. As simple as that. Now let's remove everything here, just like this. We should still have the same experience on this. You can see these they are already working, so you need to transform all these to here. Okay, so what I'm just going to do, go back to this side, and since there are many, what I'm just going to do is putting all these inside the stuff. So if you just look at how this works, we have the tab list. So inside the tabs, okay, we have the tab list, and then we have the tab content. So how this works is that here we have these tabs. For instance, the value of account must match with the value here. Okay, and then we have the name. So I'm just going to create an array on top here, const, and I'm just going to say tabs. I don't know if that one. So just put this. So there should be an object, and it has a label and a value. I think so. That's very okay. Let's put all these ones. We have general. That's the first one. Then we have security. So let me just go here, put comma, and just have here others, security, and then this one is going to be security. And then we have integration support. So how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we have 6. So let's just say 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's start with the 6, advanced. So just have here advanced. And then here we have advanced. We have support somewhere, so we have organizations, quick fix, organizations, and then here you say organizations. And then we have support. So you just come here and say support, and then even here support. Okay, and then we have integrations. Okay, so we have here integrations, and then here we also have integrations. Okay, so we have all the tabs plus the value. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, how do we do this? We can just, of course, go ahead and remove these. Okay, these nav. You're not going to use the approach of nabs. We are going to use the approach of tabs. Now I have too much all these, so in this I'm just going to go ahead and we have even the default here. We could just give the default, which is okay, which was okay, so just give the default, which will be the general anyways. So here let me just say general. So I'm just going to go here and map through this. So remove this. Let me remain with 1. I'm just going to say dot map what the tabs. So tabs dot map, and we have a tab. We guess leave even this inside here. We have return, and we can just return this. And before I forget, let me just give it a key, which is tab dot whatever. Let's give it tab dot value, and then here on the value, let's give tab dot value, and then this, let's give it tab dot label. Okay, done. Now we go to this the content. Okay, how are we going to make the content dynamic? Okay, so for instance, whatever we just have here in this, so for instance, this whole entire thing is supposed to be under general settings. Okay, so for instance, I can make this general. We could also just go ahead and map it, but that is if we went crazy and we added the components on top of these. Okay, I think that would be so crazy. Okay, if we went ahead and added the component here, like for instance general, then you put the general component. Does it make much sense? Let me first see how this sounds. Like for each tab content, then we just go ahead and okay. What I'm thinking also right now is that inside the dashboard, for instance, the settings, if that is the case, it has to be a folder so that all the components, yeah, I think should be like that. Because finally, at the end of the day, of course, now we have these here. We want this one to come down here. So at the end of the day, these tabs, of course, here I don't have anything right now. they will be different components for sure. Okay, they can't all go in one component. So what I'm just going to do is just modify a little bit, create a folder for settings. Okay, create a folder for settings, and let's go get this just like this. And this is going to help us to have multiple components if you want to add any other components here. Okay, so for instance, in here we could just have general settings. So you could just say here inside, we just say general settings, like so, .tsx. And what I want to put in the general settings is this, cut this. So far, let's first go and export this RFC, general settings. So let's go ahead here. So I'm just going to go, for instance, cut this. Now let me just go inside the tab here. For instance, I'll just put here general, for instance, like this. And then here, I'm just going to add the general settings. And let's go to general settings and return this whole thing. Okay, and we could just go back to settings and let's get these whole things just like this. Okay, you could just even cut them, or these ones are being not used, bring them inside here. Okay, just like this. We still have two red lines, which is the input. So just go back to the settings. So we have this input, cut this, just on top here, let's just add this. So we have no any red line anymore. So in the settings, we have the tabs, and then here we have these settings, and this looks now nice. Wow, so they said we have an error. Oh, okay. So now you can see we are back, and this looks nice. Only we don't have the width. This was occupying entire width, right? Let's just go and check. Where is the settings page, guys? Here. So you just click on preview and let's see. Yeah, so this was having a width of 100%. I don't know, does this has to go on the class name here? And we just give like width is full. I don't know if that one should help. Uh, I don't know. Width is full. Let's first go to settings, container. Also try to give this width is full. I don't know. Okay, we should just figure this out. The form right now it is like this, but this is great. So you see, we have meant to put the tabs. Okay, we have meant to put the tabs just like that. Now what I just want is to also map these. For instance, if we have these other ones, to have it, to see if that is possible anyways. So on the go back to the settings here. So instead of putting this manually, I just want to bring this component So I don't know if I should put the component direct. Let's first try that. So I'm just going to say here component and then just put this. Okay. So we have only one component. Others we can just like put blank right now, not to bring an error. So just go ahead and put component just like this. Actually, this is much better. Just put component. All these other ones, just put component. Okay, and let's go ahead and map on this. So on the tab container, so you see we have tab content. So basically, I'm just going to remove this and I'm just going to map also this one. So go to the tabs and tab, just go ahead, uh, tabs.map, then you have a tab, then inside that, they just go ahead and return. Actually, it is a tabs content now. Just return this. Okay, and we have instead of this value, let's add tab dot value, and then inside here is what the problem is. So what do I put here? Do I put tab dot component? Does this work really? Let's go and check. Okay, it seems like to be working. Yeah. So now I check on this. They have nothing, but the general has this. Okay, so I love this. So far the settings page, only that it is not finishing the whole entire width the way it is here. Okay, maybe this is this on the card. So let's just go general settings. So if you just see, we have this inside the cards. I have no idea if this is like on the card or not. So the card takes a class name also. Width is full. Maybe I'll just continue figuring out. See if I can just like figure out why it only occupies only this width inside the tab. Inside the tab, why does it have to occupy only that? Ah. Okay, for now, let's just leave it like this. I will just keep on like really configuring to know why that is the case. Okay, so far this is looking good. Let's add now these sidebar links. Let's make them interesting. Okay, they should depict the page we are on. For instance, when you're in settings, this should be settings and having a gear here, blah blah, to put the pages. Okay, so let me just go ahead in the sidebar. So we have settings, then we have sidebar. So instead of putting all these links just like this, let's just go ahead and style this up somehow. So I'm just go and const links. So just going here, and this is to simplify your life if you have to buy this code. So const sidebar. So there are those ones who are asking me about the code. So code will be not for free, unfortunately. And I just want you to just be like also thinking about it really. So we have some of these ones, the things it has put here, like dashboard, patients, appointments, reports, settings, and logout. This is nice. Okay, this is nice. I love this. So I'm just going to go ahead and map on these. Now, for now, since I just want to duplicate this, I want to put the links that depict here, the ones we have. Dashboard, okay. Dashboard, instead of patients, let's first put orders for now. Then this is going to be dashboard orders. Then we have products. We have products just like that. And then this one is going to be dashboard products. And I think the orders should be below the products. And then let's go continue. So we have orders, we have products, we have customers analytics. So we have customers, and this is going to be dashboard customers. And then instead of this, so I'm just going to go ahead. We have settings. Then this one is going to be analytics. Analytics, and this is going to be dashboard analytics. And this is going to be the line chart. Okay. Okay, so we have all our links and they're looking great. So I'm just going to go ahead. Now for the logout, I don't know if it should be inside these ones. Okay, I will just like modify this logout will be alone. I will show you. So just go ahead and in the nav. Okay, so first of all, we have to know before we change this that on orders is where we have the active state, and then on the this we have this badge. So just going to put badge count. Okay, I'm just going to add only badge count. I think I can just add it on the, it is on the orders, I guess, orders or products. It is on orders. Okay, so I'm just going to go like on orders. I'm just going to add one thing which is like badge, maybe count or something like this. Badge count, I'm just going to put 6. Okay, others I'm not going to put badge, and we shall see how we're going to handle that. Now let's just go ahead, and these orders have shopping cart, just to add this icon. So just go to orders, it has this, and let's actually go and put icons. So for product, it has this package. Okay, product, it has this package. And then customers, it has users. Okay, customers, it has users. And then finally, analytics is line chart, everything is okay. Okay, so just go ahead and map into this. So the one thing you have to remember that the active state is on the product, this one. You can see it is having the active state. You have to remember that. So I will replace all these links except the 2 links. Okay, just do this. And others, let me just leave them. So I'm just going to use this one of dashboard, right? This one. So just go ahead and map this. So I'm just going to say sidebar. I call them sidebar what? Sidebar links. Sidebar links dot map. Then inside, let's say I have an item with index and return. Let's go ahead and return this. Okay. So the first thing before I forget is the key. So just add the key to be index, and just here for this is going to be item dot and in fact, just a second, let's just use the one of order so that we know how to put the badge. So I'm just going to cut this, and it is the one I'm just going to use here. So return link, let's add the key index. For the link, this one is okay. Just say item dot path, and then for the name here, this is going to be item dot name. And then for the icon, we should be able to put the icon by just coming down here. Const icon is equal to item dot icon, just like this. And then I'm just going to come and add icon, so that one should be done. So we have the badge. So the badge, we're going to first check if we have, for instance, item dot badge count. If this is true, then we can just go ahead and add the badge, and then you can just see badge count, badge, no, item dot badge count, item dot badge count. I think this should be okay. Okay, so we have all the links, I guess. Yep. So you can see others still have the badge count, which is nice, and others they're there. So we still have the products here. I just want to add the active state according to what is just active. To do that, we have to bring in one more thing that makes this one a use client. And that's what I was telling you. So I'm just going to go here and bring in the path name. Okay, I'm just going to say const path name is equal to use path name from next navigation, just like this. So just going to be comparing the this, and then we add the class, and I'm just going to use a new trick here. Pay attention. So I'm just going to first get this, cut it, okay, and just add this into this. So what I just want to bring in is the cn, and the cn comes from, this is the clx from the Terrain merge. So it is already in the at lib utils, and this comes with um, this comes with installation of shard. So just going to use this. So this takes in this, and takes in two things. It takes in the classes like this, and then comma, then it takes in the logic. Okay, so the logic I mean is something like we just want to go ahead and say, for instance, if we can just say if the path name, for instance, if the path name is equal to, if the path name is equal um, to item dot path, if this is true, then we want to show something. It is, we just want to show something. Okay, so let me just go ahead and copy the active state onto the products. That's why I kept this. Cut this. And the good thing with this is that we don't actually need all this code I'm pasting here. For instance, flex is here, so remove that. Item center, remove that. Gap 3, remove that. Round LG, remove this because we already have it on the other one. VG muted, so this is the one we need. PX, remove PX and PY, just like this. Then text, then transitional or, we have transitional or. And then now who vertex primary, who vertex primary, we have this. So basically what is changing is putting BG muted text primary. Okay, as simple as that. So having done only this with the CN, I think we should use client. Just remember that we have to make this one use client. Just go on top. Okay, just going to, let's go ahead and make this use client. Let me just remove this grid. The ones you want to use, just remove them to reduce on the bundle size and blah blah. So we should have everything now working, right? Why is the settings not showing that? Because we are on settings. I think settings should be highlighted. Let's check if everything I've done it the way it's supposed to be. CN, and do I need to? Hmm. Hmm. Mm, do I need to put this in the logic? Let me just see if I put just something like this. Do I need to do that? I don't think so. Okay, let's first see settings. What link do we have? Because we are considering the path name plus item dot path. So just go and see settings. Might just find that in the settings we don't have the whole path, but I remember putting this whole path. Okay, it doesn't have the whole path, you're right. So just dashboard settings. So this should work. Yep, so settings is highlighted. Do we need to put it in this thing I put here? Because I don't want to add any unnecessary complexity if it is not needed. So just cut this and let's remove this. Let's go and check if this works. Oh, we are on analytics page. Did I click on analytics? We are on the settings page. Yeah, so this still works. There's no need of adding it in that. Okay, great. So that means if we click on the dashboard, we have dashboard highlighted properly, and we have the dashboard there. We have settings page. Let's go and add the orders page. And so just scroll up. Okay. So we still have, I think, two pages, products plus orders. So just go to the orders here. So I'm just going to dashboard 5 and copy everything. And I'm just going to go ahead, first of all, in the dashboard, I'm just going to go ahead and create another folder for orders. Then inside the orders, I'm just going to go ahead and add this orders.tsx, and we'll eventually put everything into this. And let me just go up in the dashboard and let's just go ahead and create this. So page, so I want to create the orders, and this going to create this page. So page dot tsx rfc. So I'm just going to go here and first export this default as the orders. So export default orders, export default. Okay. And let's go here in the orders and let's go ahead and bring in the orders. Okay. So basically just go back here. Let's see the reads we have. So we have the breadcrumb, we have pagination, progress, separator. Okay. So that are the things we want. So let me just go ahead and do that. Pull up this one and let's just go ahead and start. So we have breadcrumb on top, breadcrumb. So just say breadcrumb space. Let's go ahead and add pagination. So just go and say pagination. Then add progress. Then add separator. Separator. Just like that. And do we need anything else? Tabs? No. So those are the only ones we need. Just go ahead and install these ones. So meanwhile, as we're installing these, I'm just going to only remove and leave the ones we need. So go ahead and we have, if you look at it, we have the aside, which is I think the sidebar. Then we have inside, so here the sidebar, of which we actually don't want. Then we have the header. So just go ahead and remove the header, of which also we don't want. So remain only with main, cut this, remove everything, and we have main. Just like this. Let's go and see the reads. So far we are not using breadcrumb. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. And here, then all these icons remove. Make sure you remove and I use the stings so that you don't actually congest your stuff. Okay, so where these ones are they not adding? Let's see the install. Oh, didn't press enter? What happened? I don't know what's going on here. Can I just stop this? Let's just give it some time. So we also don't need the shade here. We just only leave the ones we want. We also don't need a tooltip. Okay, so we are great. The only thing we're just waiting for the installation of this. So what's going on? Let me give it some time. Okay, so this, I'm just going to first install one and I see what is the problem. So just do this and let's go ahead and let me just remove some. Add, for instance, the ones we need maybe right now is we need pagination, progress, pagination, progress separator. Only three. So just breadcrumb, we actually don't need it. So just say, for instance, add pagination. Okay. Progress, and then the separator. Just like this. Okay, so meanwhile, I'm just also going to add the products. Since this is just still taking some time, I'm just going to go ahead and add the another page in the dashboard, which is products. So just go and say products, and inside these products, they just go and add the page, the TSX, RFC. Okay, and I'm just going to add here the like maybe H2, but then inside this side, I'm just going to go ahead and add something else. Okay, so inside the dashboard, I'm just going to go ahead and say new folder products. And why we are creating folders is that you might just need to add these products, might need to have some more components in it, which you can just simply add in. So just come here and say products, the TSX, and let's just go ahead and get the one for the products. I don't know that is which one. First go back to preview. And if this is my internet problem. So we have these products just like this. It has all active, so they have given like the filters already. So just go ahead and add this. Could also filter, and they also have this done for you. So let's just go to code. We just only want this page anyways, and then just copy. Let me just go ahead and have that. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Do I have internet? Let me just see. I might not be having internet, guys. Okay, I could just go ahead and first disconnect the internet and reconnect it again. Yeah, I definitely have something to do with internet. Okay. Okay, just load some data. Just give me a second. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, so now I've sorted my internet. That's why it is installing here. Let's continue. So we had put the products thing here. So just go and see the reds also. So probably we don't need to create brand. Let's just first remove some things here. let's just first go ahead and remove some things. First of all, I'm just going to just make this product export default products export default, just like that. So just go ahead and first remove some things. The aside plus the header. So just aside, remove it and remove the header. In fact, we just simply need the main. Just cut this main and let's just remove everything except main. Just like this. And let's look at the reds we have. So we don't need breadcrumb. Okay. Then for the icon, many of them, we don't need them. Okay. And just like this. Just like this. Tooltip. Okay, so we are good. So I could just go ahead, go to orders. We see if we have any red lines. Okay, we don't. So just go back to this dashboard, products. Let's bring products here. And let's go back to our UI. So settings, let me just go to products. Okay, so of course we don't have the images, but this is doing well. Okay, so we might just go on the page we add padding Y. Let's see settings. Settings is sorted in terms of padding. Oh, sorry. And then we have products, and then we have dashboard. Okay, so the products, we need to fix the padding. So you could just actually do it from here, like class name, and we just say py or maybe 6. As simple as that. And this will push this down. Okay. And let's see how they handle the tabs. So that it has full width. So if you go to products, because this is exactly what we are looking for. So they have the tabs. If you just look here, default or okay. So they put these tabs inside the tabs. He has a flex. That's interesting. He has a flex. This flex is covering what? Flex item center. Let's see. Okay. Tabs. The inside the tabs, yes, this, and then yes, tab content. Okay. So this tab content is for the all is inside the tabs, and then this one has flex. I don't know why he's adding flex to this. Oh, okay. It's just because of this. He has some things on the other side because of this. Okay, it's okay. And on these tabs, he has tab list, and he has like all, and then here he has the tab content, and that's all. The tab content, I don't know why. Let's first see if we are missing anything in our settings. So just go settings, general settings, like settings. So we have tab. Oh, is it just because of this class name? Because for him, it doesn't have this, right? Yeah, it doesn't have on the products. We don't have this tab having a width of 400. Let's go back to settings. Still, we have the issue. Okay, and products. Here he has the value of all. Basically, he has nothing he's doing. Uh, Here he has just grid flex one as the what? So basically what I can also do is, okay, so we have this container. Let's just go and copy exactly what they have here. Uh, so basically is just copying. When they don't have this, do we need to have the heading? We can just put the heading later on. For now, let's just first fix our problem. Just want to use this analogy. So I'm just going to copy this. Just a second. Go to our general settings. This is in products. Go to our settings here. Okay. So I'm just going to first remove some of the things. Think even here. There's a lot of things here. Let's just go ahead and first remove some of these things. And I'm going to do that. Simply Control C. I think I already have some things copied on the clipboard. So duplicate the settings. Let me go back to the primary and copy everything. Go to the settings, maybe settings actually. Then inside here, let me just go and replace with this. Okay, never mind. So what we also want is that the tab where they have their tab, we have also our tabs. So I want to bring the tabs, paste them here. Okay. So under settings, copy, go ahead and bring our tabs. These are the tabs, just like this. Control C. Go ahead and inside the tab list, let's add our tabs, just like that. Now, the other side, they have drop down, which we actually don't need. But we could just add also just something for fun, like a button for fun. Might just like not be serious with this, but just add a button for fun. Just like this. Roasted. I don't know what you would add in the settings or anything, but let's just add it for fun. Now, here we have our tab content. Okay, this is where we're supposed to put now our tab content. I'm just seeing here, so they have this width. I think that is something else. So where we have the tab content, I'm just going to go ahead and put the tab content. Where do we have our tab content? Settings, copy. So down here we have tab content. Just like this, it is inside the tabs. Copy this. Let's go here and let's add, replace this with the tab content we have. Okay, so the settings, copy something else. Let's just go and see if we split everything instead. right? Because they basically, oh, it is working. Okay. Yep. So this is working. So is the default? Did we change the default? So the default should be general. Okay, just click here. Is it the same spelling? Okay. So we have the default. The only thing we can just add basically is padding to this. Padding y of 6. Mm, did it work? It is because of this MD10 P4. It should. Okay. I don't know why if you replace it goes away. However, we have the general as default. Is this. Okay. And why are we having this here? Flex, mean height, flex, call gap, P4. Like even this P4 is not working, is it? Where am I? I'm in a wrong place, guys. Sorry. I'm just in wrong place. Just here. Just put padding y of 6. So this should work. What? SM padding y? No. We just have like SM padding y of 6. Can you say have padding of 0? Okay, yeah, that's much better. Okay. So everything is working. Our buttons are working. Only that I don't know, when you refresh, for some reason, the general tab is not reflected. I don't know why. When we have the default, oh, I think because of this, default value, like the value on the tab's content, how would we fix that? Okay, let me just see. Can I just say by default and I put, for instance, general? I'm not sure if this makes sense, but just refresh. No, so you have to click to really go to general. It's okay. That's a minor issue. Just click on general and you have it working. So basically, I think under normal circumstances they just want you to put them manually, which would also make sense. Putting them manually, only that if you have few settings, really there is no need of hassling with that. If you have few of them, but if you have many of them, then this one works, but doesn't give us the default. Mm, okay, so we have our pages right now in the sidebar. Let me just remove this products from down sidebar. There is one link we left in here somewhere. I think it is this. Okay. So for this, I'm still like looking if it is worth it on refreshing. You have this. That's really weird experience for users. Okay. how do you set the default tab? Anyways, I will just look for the solution for that. But so far now, we have an amazing dashboard. We have products. For the image, never mind. Which image did they use? Did they use any product? Oh, they used the placeholder. Okay, they used the placeholder. We could just have some images, right? We have some images here, like doctor profile or doctor. Let's see. Yeah, just going to add this doctor anyways, instead of just leaving it empty like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and create the doctor products just like this. Tab content, so manage products. So for some reason, there is why they have the sales. This is a lot. So for this image, you have this manually put, like there's no any mapping in this. Okay, so for the image, you can just go ahead and put the image. I'm just going to leave it like that. We have the orders page. Yeah. So just give us also some padding. It's not looking right. Padding Y. So I'm just going to go to the orders. You could just even just go here. Okay, and padding Y, just make it 6. And I think what they just making it 0 is just, yeah. So this is great so far. Okay. So far so good. And these cards look weird. There should be like 2 cards, I guess. Your orders this month, then this. Okay. The tabs are working. So this is great. We have the all the pages. They have the customers page. Let's see. Preview. This is the orders. They done. We have the dashboard 6. We have products. Dashboard 7. It has this edit product. I like the way it is. The way they have really added this looks really amazing. Product category. Really, this is really a great design. I feel like I should just add it for the edit. Because like product details, you can add them. Then afterwards, you can save the product. They just add this product, edit product. This we could just use it for maybe doctor or something. Okay. So I'm just going to go to copy this also. Copy this. Let's copy everything. And I'm just going to create under products. You could just like under edit product. So this side, I'm just going to create a new file, and this is going to be edit product. Okay, edit product .tsx, and add that. Let's see the components required. We don't need the breadcrumb. Let's just clean up first. We only want main. So this aside, plus the header. Then we have only the main. So cut this and just go on main, add this. So what do I have to add? Let me just go ahead and remove what I don't want. I don't want breadcrumb. I don't have this drop down. We have to add select. Okay. Then this, I also don't need this. We also have to add text area and the toggle group. Okay, so just go and add those components. Let's start with toggle group. We have text area, and then what else? We have select. Okay, and then that's it. We have the select, and I think that's it. So enter, and let's remove the unused icons just for these. Okay, so let's just go ahead and create a page for this. So under products, I'm just going to create a new folder. Okay, and this you could just call it update. I'm just going to say maybe just call it edit. But just normally call it update. So you just call it products update. If you want to update a product, normally inside this is going to be a unique ID, but for now I'm just going to say, so it's supposed to be slug, but for now let me just put page.tsx, and we just need RFC. First of all, let's just go and rename this export default function, export default function, edit product. Okay, I just go ahead and get this in our update product. So here basically go ahead and just add this edit product, just like that. And let's go ahead and check out this. So we have dashboard, so we can just have products and we can just see update. Did we call it update? Just like that. And let's see what we have there. Okay, let me just go ahead and give it a padding Y in this edit product. We just know here, just change this to 6. Okay, so we are so good. Okay, while we have the images, we can put the images. After that, we have an amazing dashboard of all time. This one you can just call it a dashboard of all times, guys. This is super great. This is taking advantage of the available resources, really, and then modifying them to create what you want. Okay, so this is a very good starting point, I may say. A really, really good starting point for your e-commerce project or any other project. It's a really good starting point. Okay, great. So we have all this. I'm just going to add only one more thing, which is adding the dark mode to this project. So basically we are having just light mode. After adding this dashboard, I think we need a dark mode. Okay, we definitely need a dark mode. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and just going to add a dark mode. Very easy using Shad. So just go here, just go dark mode. Next, and let's start with installing the next themes, and this is going to be the last thing we are going to implement before we deploy. Okay, so after installing next themes, let's just go ahead and see what next. Create a theme provider. So you have just components theme provider, and copy this theme provider.tsx. So I'm just going to go to components, new file, theme provider.tsx, paste this. Okay, and then step number 3, just add in your root this theme provider. So I'm just going to go slowly, copy this first line, go in our theme provider, and this is for the entire app. So instead, just go to this provider that is inside the whole entire app, this one, and they just on top here. First, I just bring it here, and then in this, let's go ahead and add the sim provider inside the children. So wrap like this. So wherever we have the children here, now we could just wrap inside this provider, just as long as it is inside the children. Just wrap this. And one more thing is this suppress hydration warning, add it on the HTML. So just go ahead and on the HTML here, let's add separation hydration just like this, and let's go ahead. And the last one is add the toggle model. So just first create this, you have to create this model toggle. So copy this, and in the also in the components, let's go ahead and create a new button called mod toggle.tsx. Inside paste this, and so I can just go first put this as export default function. Okay, and this mod toggle, we can use it anywhere. So in the dashboard, let's go ahead and use this. So we can just go, for instance, either on the sidebar. So if you just go back, since my machine is in the dark mode, so the system is dark mode, that's why it's changed to dark mode. Okay, now since I could just add it where we have this, I feel we have to add this because eventually this has to come either this side. Okay, we could just add it near this. I don't know. Let me just first go and see that in the header. So if I just go to the what happens in the small screen? Does this remain? Because it needs to remain. You can see the other one actually goes away. So we just don't need to rely on that. We should put this icon this side so that it shows up in this mode here. Okay. Go back and we're just going to add it near here. Just going to go, that is in the header, dashboard, navbar, and I'm just going to scroll. By the way, this where they have this sheet, just go ahead and so there is this toggle. This is which menu? Outline is links 0 toggle. Okay, so this is the bell icon, I guess. Menu. Okay, this is the menu icon. So we have the form, and then we have the drop down. So I don't know how by which means this is extending here, but if I put here the mode toggle, I'm not sure what is going to happen. Let's see. Might supported async await is supported in. Okay, so nice, right? Yeah. So I think it's in a good place. Let's just go and see. Yeah. So on this, and you can see it here. So that's great. We have added this. Of course, we also add it on this UI this side, and you can see the ones with some mode, dark mode components. It just breaks everything, and we need to redesign this thinking about the dark mode. Okay, yeah, that's okay. We're going to rebuild this using dark mode, and I'm very ready to do that. Since we have an amazing dashboard, it has to have an amazing UI. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this episode. So in the next episode, we're just going to start customizing this dashboard. And those ones who want the link to the code, I will just leave the link. You can just get it at a very small fee. And yeah, really, this is going to be a nice app. You can see we have already put some nice things. Okay. Just going to work on this page really, so that it shows by default just like that. But apart from that, we have a nice looking app. Okay, we have a nice looking app, and I really love it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next episode.